I have to ask you, you know, they say the crocodile. You were the crocodile, no? What are the disadvantages?
am.
Yes, you. She stood up from this place to give me a hug. I asked her, did you actually stand up? When you perform and all, have they put you onto a box?
No, but when I record, sometimes I have to stand on a box.
Yeah, because no mic can come that low in
no,
life.
especially if I'm doing a duet and we are recording together this some time ago.
Isn't it a privilege to see your song being sung by someone?
In a way, yes. What is hurtful is that they tend to disregard
Where it
the
origins
original
from.
singer, where the song came from.
I just say it.
Welcome to Danu on Fire, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we are checking out LAGO, a place where you can enjoy some great Italian food. And with me, I have someone who is not from Italy, but definitely from Candela Messi.
Hi.
Hi, Mariazelle. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having me, Danu. Always a pleasure being with you.
Oh, thank you. So Mariazelle and I go back. Oh, God.
Ages, young.
Yeah, I didn't have facial hair. I was just a roly-poly pudding in pie. There was a time when we did a recording for the first time. That's the first time I met her. Anyway, I have to ask you, did you get a chance to watch Clarence's film?
Yes, I did.
And did you like it?
Very much.
And did it take you down memory lane, like seeing?
Well, yeah, I mean, listening to some of the songs being brought back on screen and the effect it's having on
The younger generation.
the younger generation is amazing. I saw it on the release date on the 27th of June here at the Scope Cinema, and I saw it again on the 2nd of July. I was forced to actually, again at the Scope Cinema, and I was amazed because I saw, I mean, families coming with their children, young children.
Yeah.
And young children not murmuring at all during
Just
the movie,
really
just
paying.
really absorbing. Some little ones got off onto the island, they were dancing, you know, that was amazing. And I thought, what a change to the industry here. Because we were, I think, even though, let's say my generation and probably my child and, you know, but after that there was a bit of a stagnation and people knew Clarence Wijewardena, but they were playing his music, but they really did not know exactly what an
a legend
impact,
he was.
what a legend he was.
And I also feel movies like this that are so relatable, so real, really takes us to understand, oh wow, because when we try to speak about fiction and all this stuff in other mainstream cinemas like Hollywood, but they also celebrate people who have contributed. They do movies inspired by them. So I'm so happy. This is just a start. There are so many legends on this lineup.
It's not a true story. It's not his life story.
Yeah, but at
it's
least,
fictional. But the main thing is they brought out his music, and I must say, huge thank you and encore. I should say salute to Suresh Malia for doing justice, more than justice to his music, because without damaging it, you know.
Yeah, true.
And Uresha Ravihari's voice, it's like a dream. So
Everything, and I think all those songs have come back to TikTok, and it is now speaking to the new people, which is, and also there's something about music of that time. Like even if you take Candy Lam and say, you can sing it at any given time, and there's relatability to it. There's this nostalgic feeling that people come onto the dance floor. There are some people who will be like, oh my God. That reaction you don't get because they have stood through times. Like it has not been an out.
let's hope somebody picks up these songs that I have sung as well and does some justice
You never know.
to a couple of
It
years.
might be coming out soon.
I hope.
We need to get into a break. We'll come back and speak about Mariazelle and her journey in the last few years, what she has been up to. Are you stepping out of the house or even checking your phone? Well, you better use your sunblock. It's that simple. I also didn't believe that you needed to check your phone, but apparently it's the same effect. You can now protect yourself from all of this with a fabulous range of sun protection that's available with British Cosmetics. Thank you for joining us on Danu on Fire.
I just say it.
Welcome back to the show in conversation with Mariazelle, and wanted to ask you, what keeps you busy in terms of music? I know that you all still tour, you all do all of the things that all musicians dream of, because there's something about when you all started, like that era of music still remains like the music that reflects Sri Lanka. For those who are missing the country, living overseas, they still want to hear those big numbers that we had. Tell me about those experiences when you go abroad. You have shared your stage now with so many youngsters who have come forward as well. How has it been?
Touring with the youngsters?
And performing overseas,
Performing with them?
because I'm sure the generations have changed now. Even the younger ones come and watch, because I was there when we saw like artists performing in the US and all, and it's remarkable to see like the amount of youngsters who know Chitra Somapala's music and things like that.
What can I say? It's like, like you feel a little uneasy at the start because you don't know how the youngsters would sort of
Take this.
Touring with them also, with younger musicians, also you sort of tend to hold back a little bit, but then on stage you are yourself. But it's always nice to tour with them because there's much that you can learn from them as well, from the way they do things, which is totally different to how we did them. Times have changed as well. It's interesting because they too, most of them do some of the hits of yesterday. So you're talking about Desmond De Silva songs, the Gypsies, people like that. H.R. Jyotipala's songs, some of the youngsters with whom I've toured, I mean, they've been very happy to sing those songs. And it's interesting because you find that the audience as well is not just people from my era, but they're also youngsters who sing.
Because the parents have only exposed them to that music.
Yeah.
That's your signal.
I've sung at the Imperial College dance, and I find college students, university students responding to my songs like Yaun Sena Loke, Rasa Sundarijin, they're very happy about
Yeah, of course, Yaun Sena Loke is still
going with it.
although you can do the music video again. You look scared. How young were you when you did that music video?
Gosh, it was 1982 when I did that for Rupavahini, that's right.
Yeah, and it's just one take, no? Or you all did multiple takes?
Well, we had to do multiple takes. They were also sort of trial and error. They were getting used to the effect boards
And also
stuff like that. Color and mixing of the cameras and all of that. So it was trial and error for them as well. So anybody made a mistake, obviously we had to go for a retake. And the backing band was always, it was just miming. It was not the studio musicians there. But that really didn't matter if they made a mistake. It really didn't matter.
Everything
because
was
the track was all
pitch
there.
perfect though.
Pitch perfect, track was there.
Yeah. But I wanted to ask you now, there is this era, like just like the reason why I asked you about the film, Clarence's film, is because, you know, you see those songs now being redone, retaken. Now, when it comes to this point of having issues of don't perform my song's only for me, we can't progress and do these things. And also, I think we are not in a position where we can have the copyrights and all done immediately. There are copyright rules, but I'm just saying sometimes it's just nice to have your song sung by younger people. What is your take on that?
Our copyright rules are a little bit, the laws are a bit outdated, because the last amendment was in 2011, I believe, and since then, obviously, there's been progress. We've got downloads, streaming platforms, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, in social media and all of that. So that law does not embrace all this.
Oh, yeah.
Now there's a new threat, AI. So we need to amend. We need to amend to bring in, you know.
And your take on younger people performing, because
But that's
I know
fine. That's fine, because at some stage or another we've got to give up, right?
Yeah.
As you.
And also, isn't it a privilege to see your song being sung by someone?
In a way, yes. What is hurtful is that they tend to disregard
Where it
the
originates
original
from.
singer, where the song came from. I still, with all my years on stage, I get a lot of pleasure, personal pleasure, from mentioning the original singer. Like if I sing one of Desmond's songs, there have been times when I've sung Yanna Ratawate, and I always say this is a song by so and so. And for me, I feel it's a feel-good thing, you know. So that is where I think the youngsters need to accommodate just a few seconds to say, this is a song by so and so. That's all.
Yeah,
You know?
because considering the fact that, you know, we have so many reality shows coming up, so many performances. I know certain songs have come back to life because it
Because
was
of the reality.
sung. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the reality situation in Sri Lanka is that they sing the whole song. But actually, you are allowed, the law says only 1.5 minutes.
So it's half
It's
a
an
song.
infringement of the law as well. So it's just half a song. So it's 1.5 minutes. You have got to shine in that 1.5 minutes.
In that 1.5 minutes.
Right? You are not permitted to sing the whole song. So then that becomes a version. And that becomes a controversy. So
There's
that's the
so
issue.
many things, yeah.
So many things.
Brilliant. It's always nice to speak to somebody who has gone through the whole take. One take in the studio, you can't sing it twice. Then again, then you come to the reels where you have to be careful with the amount of tape you're going to use in recording. To now the digital space, you have lived through it all and
Yeah.
seen through it all, and so it's nice to hear your viewpoint on that. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the show. Our final segment with Mariazelle here. I have to ask you. You know, they say the crocodile. You were the crocodile, no? What are the disadvantages?
am.
Yes, you. You are. She stood up from this place to give me a hug. I asked her, did you actually stand up? Not much of a difference. When you perform and all, have they put you onto a box?
No, but when I record, sometimes I have to stand on a box.
Yeah, because no mic can come that low in
no,
life.
especially if I'm doing a duet and we are recording together this some time ago. I actually had to stand on a box and sing because this is lovely. Mariazelle Goonetilleke, Greshan Ananda, and another lady, Sumana Piris from Kandy. They were doing harmonies for me for a song that I recorded for the Gypsy label. And obviously, I had to stand on a box. They were all around me, so we were taking the voices together. It's not like we do it now,
Yeah.
computerized, and where you can take word by word
Yeah.
and voice by voice. So I had to stand on a box. That was
And they're like,
interesting.
no, we can't put one mic there. Just put everyone together here. Yeah.
No, they couldn't. They didn't have the facilities to do that anyway, because it was just 2-track recording. But lovely memories.
But in terms of, you know, it's not like today. Those days, you all had shows back to back. You all will go from one show to another show. I think it's still there, but
But it's
we
toned
had
down a bit.
Yeah, but you all had such a small amount of artists, so they were performing. Like you'll perform in Candy, then I know, like you were all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm sure you might have had people approaching you. Put the chance at
Naughty.
madam. Did you have any chance, madam, and all?
There were, I mean, innocent people, very innocent.
I mean, yeah, innocent only.
Seriously.
But
I'm
they
feeling
wanted
like,
to play picket fences with you.
what are you talking about? Talking about music.
Innocent. They were not
I'm talking
trying.
about music. I'm
Ah,
talking
okay.
about something else.
But did they? But have you got
I mean,
those
like,
raunchy messages and all?
No, not raunchy
Nothing?
messages. No. I never encouraged it.
But they would have posted it, those days. Be my Candy La Missy and all.
No, I
Be
never
my
encouraged.
Kaludodol.
No, never encouraged that. But I mean, from a musical point of view, there were youngsters, who would like to write songs for us, who would like to make a break on stage,
That's it. Nobody has approached you in any other way. Nobody.
I don't know, I probably had that standoffish kind of attitude and air about me. But I was picky, let's put it that
You're
way.
picky.
Bloody picky.
But what's the craziest thing a fan has done for you?
A boring subject. No, because I can't think of anything that they have. I mean, nothing like that. No. Even well, I've had undying love professed to me and all that fan letters, but I mean, nothing that I took seriously and nothing that I was amused about.
Nobody
feel
followed
sorry
you for all
about them.
concerts. They might have. You might have just not noticed.
Not noticed,
You can't
yeah.
see, the world is on a different level.
Exactly. I was. No, I can't sort of put a finger on it and say, oh, this happened, that happened.
Now, all these female artists those days when you all used to share the stages, did you all have any fights? Tell the truth now, okay?
Danu, I think it's a natural,
Of course.
catty feelings are always there, especially amongst the females, right? And there's no denying that. There's no denying that.
But when you all now sit and talk about it, you all laugh about those kind
No,
of
we
things?
don't talk about it, but we actually feel it. I mean, like, now we can put our arms around one another
Yeah.
and genuinely,
Yes,
say,
correct. That-
missed you or love you or something
yeah.
like that. But I must say, one lady, two ladies, have a very high respect and regard for is Mina and Fernando. Wherever she saw me, I was, a little toddler as far as she's concerned, but never failed to put her arms around me and say, how are you, darling? Like, lovely. And then Dalrine is always, buoyant. She's buoyant and she's bubbly and, always full of fun. So these two ladies always stand out for me. And Indrani Pereira is another lady who, wherever she sees me, is calmer, softer.
Softer,
but she'll darling me and how are you, and very concerned. In fact, I was chatting with her over WhatsApp on my way here, and she's very few. You do have this little cattiness about you, but as you grow older, I think you tend to think, what on earth, is it even worth the energy?
I know it. But anyway, it's always fun times. I really feel like I missed out on an era. If I could go back, time travel, I'll go late 70s, early 80s, where Sri Lanka really prospered in terms of
They were the
entertainment.
best.
Yeah.
Entertainment-wise, and I think
And also people
socially,
had such a relaxing life before all this war took off, all this negativity took off.
people were more caring.
Yeah,
isn't
and
it?
also people were more happier. And my mom always used to say, those are the best times. You could go out and celebrate and come back.
Yes.
I feel like that's
It
the era.
changed in the 80s.
Yeah.
Musically, I think it changed because
People were worried.
when I took to the open stage, the show would start at 6:30 and it would finish by 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So people would be able to get the last bus and go home.
Oh.
But then it changed, like the show starts at 9:30 or 10 and you take the first bus and go home. So obviously the whole system
Yeah.
changed. That brought in a lot of corrosion and a lot of, you are frustrated because you have to stay in your vehicle for hours and hours and hours and you're bored. After a certain time you cannot sing, you cannot give your best on stage. little things like that, I kind of got turned off the whole system after a while, and I thought, that's it, I'm done. And I just walked away, never looked back, and I'm happy that I did. Because seeing some of the things happening now, young girls getting on stage, and then young, well, not young guys, but definitely much older guys, keeping their mobile phones up and, you know, taking pictures or videos of these young girls dancing in short skirts or pants. I mean, why?
Enjoy the performance.
Enjoy
Go
the
back
music.
home. It's a
Enjoy
moment
the music.
to
Why do you want to be so
pervy about it.
pervy about the whole thing? You know, your mind has distorted and corroded to that extent.
True.
Sickening.
Well, as always, a lovely chatting with you. Thank you for coming. I really hope you enjoyed the show. Our ice creams have melted. This is a cardinal sin. We need to get into it right away. Thank you for being here. We will see you again soon. Till then, you keep smiling. Bye-bye.